So let's unravel this, okay? First of all, we're not going to default on our debt service. The Treasury keeps collecting your taxes via the IRS to the tune of approximately $320 billion every month. $320 billion every month. What part of that goes towards debt service every month? Approximately $44 billion. Now, wait a minute. If the federal government's receiving all forms of income taxes and user fees, $320 billion a month, and $44 billion a month is what the debt service costs, how will we default? We won't default. That's the point. Then they say if we don't raise the debt ceiling, then we're not paying for all the expenses that took place in the prior administration. That's another bald-faced lie. That money's already gone. In order to raise the debt ceiling, we're talking about forward spending on additional programs. That's what we're talking about. They want to raise the debt ceiling in order to pay for their massive, massive re-engineering of society, redistribution of wealth, and the imposition of their socialist agenda. Those of you who live in these districts that are marginal or slightly Republican, slightly purple, and you have a Democrat who claims when they go home that they're moderates, they're not moderates. They just voted to blow the lid off the debt ceiling. But that's what these phony moderates in the House are all about. I think in the end, and I could be dead wrong, but I think in the end what the Democrats and Biden are going to do is they're going to push most of what they want, their agenda, in this bill and just slice the cost. Just slash it. Look, these people are Ponzi schemers anyway. These people don't care about debt and all the rest. So if it's $3.5 trillion, they'll lower it to $2.5 trillion or $2.2 trillion and just keep the vast majority of the redistribution of wealth, these massive expansion of the welfare state and so forth in there, and they'll just say, okay, they're paid for. There is a requirement that if we get to the net, that is $320 billion a month, right, minus the $44 billion a month for the debt service, that there is a priority in which the money has to be spent. That includes Social Security, Medicare, the VA, federal pensions, among other things. So those will be paid no matter what. They're the first in line after the debt service. And the reason you have to pay the debt service first is because the 14th Amendment compels it. And then the rest that's left, well, Congress and the president have to work out priorities. They have to live within the budget. They can't borrow any more money. And so what Nancy Pelosi and Biden and the others are telling you is the economy will collapse, that we will default on our debt, which we certainly will not, that people won't get paid Social Security, they certainly will, and they're trying to scare the hell out of you.